All right, thanks, guys. Happy Friday to you. We're currently 64% in our last 22 board member package plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. We're also hitting at 65% for the entire college football season. The link for that site is in the description section below. That's patreon.com/BrockPage. The Blackhawks take on the Devils, 7 o'clock Eastern puck drop in Newark, New Jersey. The Devils are minus 145, total 6.5. We saw a nickel move toward New Jersey in the early wagering. The Devils open $1.40 up to minus 145, total 6.5. 62% are leaning Chicago, 64% shaded toward the under. Right now the Blackhawks are plus $1.25 on the money line. New Jersey plus $1.80, laying the goal and a half. We have Mckenzie Blackwood for the Devils, Corey Crawford for the Blackhawks. Crawford comes into this game with a .909 save percentage. Meanwhile, Blackwood for the Devils, just an .896 save percentage and a .317 goals against average. New Jersey just 4-7-4 at the Prudential Center. They've also failed to cover in 10 out of their 15 games at home as well. They rank at the bottom 5 in scoring, really struggling putting the puck in the net. They also rank at the bottom 3 in goals allowed. They're 0-3 straight up in their last 3, 2-6 against the spread in their last 8. They rank at the bottom 10 in home scoring, and they are dead last in the NHL in goals allowed at home. Now Chicago on the other side, 8-4 against the spread away from home this year. Patrick Kane has 14 goals on the season, 20 assists, 34 total points. And Dylan Strome, 6 goals thus far on the year, 13 assists, 19 points total. He's also plus 10 on the season. Now, total-wise, Chicago 17-11 to the under overall for the year. I'm going to lean Blackhawks plus 1.5 and the under 6.5 in that game. Next matchup, Coyotes taking on the Penguins, 7 o'clock Pittsburgh. The Penguins are minus $1.80, totals 5.5. So a 10-cent move toward Pittsburgh. No movement on the total as of yet. Pittsburgh open $1.70 up to minus 180. Totals 5.5. 64% are leaning Pittsburgh. 72% shaded toward the over. Right now the Coyotes are plus $1.60 on the money line. Pittsburgh plus 145, laying the goal and a half. With Matt Murray for the Penguins, Antti Raanta for Arizona. Raanta comes into this game with a 5-3-1 record, 2.66 goals against, 9.24 save percentage. Matt Murray on the other side comes into this matchup with an 8.97 save percentage. Pittsburgh has covered just 7 out of 16 games at home this year with regard to the puck line. Crosby, Hornquist, Schultz, and Bugstad still out indefinitely. Brian Rust has also been listed as questionable for tonight's action. The Pens have dropped 2 out of their last 3. They've also dropped 5 out of their last 10. Arizona on the other side, top 3 in goals allowed, 2-0 straight up in their last 2, 6-4 straight up in their last 10. The Coyotes are 10-3-3 on the road, 13-3 against the spread in those 16 games. When it comes to the total, the Coyotes are 11-5 to the under when traveling. The Penguins 10-6 to the under at home. I'm going to lean Arizona plus 1.5 and the under 5.5 in that game. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines of personal leans out for Friday's NHL action. Once again, happy Friday. The weekend is finally here. Now, before we go ahead and dive into some more free lines and personal leans right here on YouTube, I just want to quickly remind you once again to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage, where once again we're hitting at 64% our last 22 board member package plays on that website. We're also hitting at 65% for the entire college football season on that site as well. We do daily premium selections on that website beginning at just $1.99 per month. We also have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. And at the end of this program, I'm going to explain to you the difference between what we do here on YouTube and what we do on the Patreon page. But if you want to check out my current Patreon record, you can do that for free right now. All you have to do is click the link in the description section below. That's patreon.com/BrockPage. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some more free lines of personal leans right here on YouTube. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got the Canadiens taking on the Rangers, 7 o'clock Eastern puck drop at Madison Square Garden. Montreal's minus $1.15, total 6.5. We saw a 20-cent move toward Montreal. That's right, we had a good old-fashioned flip of the line in this one, as Montreal opened up as the $5 dog. Once again, Montreal opened plus 105, now minus 115. Total 6.5. 54% are leaning Rangers, 72% shaded toward the under. Right now, New York is minus 105 on the money line at home. Montreal plus 210, laying the 1.5. We have Carey Price for the Canadiens, Heinrich Lundqvist for the Rangers. Lundqvist comes into this game with a 7-6 record and a 910 save percentage. Carey Price on the other side for Montreal, 313 goals against, 899 save percentage. The Rangers have won 5 out of their last 7. They're also 10-5 against the spread at home this year. They rank 11th in scoring, and they're also 18-9 on the puck line overall for the season. Art Panarin, 13 goals a game. 13 goals on the year, 21 assists, 34 total points. He's plus 13. And Ryan Strome, 6 goals on the year, 18 assists, 24 points. He's also plus 8. Now, Montreal has lost 9 out of their last 10 games. Ice cold right now. They rank in the bottom 3 in goals allowed, bottom 3 in shots allowed on the road. Really struggling defensively. When it comes to this total, Montreal's 18-11 to the over on the year, 8-4 to the over when traveling. I'm going to lean toward the home dog in this one. Give me the Rangers minus 105 and the over 6.5 in that matchup. Next game, Kings, Oilers, 9 o'clock, Edmonton. The Oilers are minus $1.65, totals at 6. We did see a nickel move toward Edmonton in the early wagering. The Oilers open $1.60 up to $1.65, totals at 6. 76% are leaning Edmonton, 59% shaded toward the over. Right now the Kings are plus $1.45 on the money line. Edmonton plus $1.55, laying the 1.5. We have Mike Smith for Edmonton, Johnny Quick for the Kings. Quick's just 7-11 on the year, 329 goals against, 883 save percentage. Mike Smith on the other side, 288 goals against, and a 905 save percentage. Edmonton's 17-10-3 on the year, 7-4-2 at home. They are in second place in the Pacific Division, but they're just 1 point back of the division lead. Connor McDavid, 19 goals, 32 assists, 51 points. Leon Draisaitl, 18 goals on the year, 33 assists, 51 points himself. This Kings team on the other side, losers in 5 out of their last 7. They're also just 2-10-1 on the road this year. I'm going to lean Edmonton minus $1.65 and the over 6 goals in that game. Next and final matchup for the show, it is going to be Capitals, Ducks, 10 o'clock, Anaheim. The Caps are minus 145, totals at 6. We saw a nickel move toward Washington. No movement on this total as of yet. Washington open as the $1.40 favorite, up to minus 145, totals at 6. 88% are leaning Washington, 53% shaded toward the over. Right now the Ducks are plus $1.25 on the money line. Washington plus $1.70 on the puck line. We have Braden Holtby for the Caps, John Gibson for the Ducks. Gibson's just 8-11-1 on the year. Meanwhile, Braden Holtby on the other side, 14-2 on the year, 282 goals against, 909 save percentage. Anaheim's dropped 7 out of their last 10. They've also successfully covered the puck line in just 6 out of their last 15 at home. They rank in the bottom 10 in scoring, bottom 3 in offensive shots. Now, Washington on the other side, they're in first place in the Metropolitan Division. They're 21-4-5 on the year, 47 total points, which puts them as the league leader in points, most points in the NHL. Alex Ovechkin, 20 goals on the year, 11 assists, 31 points. John Carlson, 31 assists, 42 points. John Carlson's also plus 21 on the season. Washington's 13-2-1 on the road, 13-3 against the spread in those 16 matchups. They rank in first in scoring, top 10 in goals allowed on the road. When it comes to the total, the Caps are 20-10 to the over on the year. Anaheim 16-12 to the over themselves. I'm going to lean Capitals minus 145 and the over 6 goals in that game. All right, guys, let's go ahead and dive into our quick pick recap. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage, where once again we are hitting at 64% in our last 22 board member package plays. I like Washington minus 145 over 6 goals. Edmonton minus 165 over 6 goals. Rangers minus 105 over 6.5. Chicago plus 1.5 under 6.5. And last but certainly not least, I like Arizona plus 1.5 and the under 5.5 in that game. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some shout-outs. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage, where we are hitting at 65% for the entire college football season. Shout out to Josh Stanish, Amaral Ghana, Banal Ghana, King Zion Wyatt. Shout out to Raisin215, Jerry David, Stephen Lewis, Gambling Junkie, Tom Ochoa, Tiernan Stevens, Evil Dax, Willie Lewis, NPant14, Jeremy Parks, Ronnie Christie, Mike O'Brien, Square 707, Ko Chung Fu, Juju Haha, Michael Duffy, Proline Master, Double T, and last but certainly not least, shout out to Martinez Tiskus. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Once again, don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage, where once again we are hitting at 64% in our last 22 board member package plays on that site. We're also hitting at 65% for the entire college football season on that site as well. We do daily premium selections on that website beginning at just $1.99 per month. We also have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. Now, you're probably wondering what's the difference between what you do here on Patreon, and what you do right here on YouTube, and that's a great question. My answer to you is this. What we do here on YouTube is we handicap every single game on the board, both this side and the total. And, of course, if you were to bet your hard-earned money on every single game side and total in real life, you're going to lose in the long run. And as a matter of fact, you're probably going to end up losing in the short run as well. The books are too sharp. They're too smart. The math is always against you. So what we do on Patreon is we really narrow it down and focus in on 3 to 4 premium selections per day. They're games that I personally have action on. They're high percentage selections. And I'll tell you this much, my current record on Patreon is a whole lot better than it is handicapping every single game, side and total, here on YouTube. And you can actually check out that current record for free right now. All you have to do is click the link in the description section below. It's right on the homepage. That's patreon.com/BrockPage. Most importantly, guys, I do have to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Friday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you on patreon.com/BrockPage.